Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Jerome Legacy, and I am back with another one today. Make sure you follow me on all platforms. We are talking about Gabby Petito, which was a Netflix show that I recently watched, and we were in here, and it just really dawned on me of all of the privilege that they were shown because of who they were. And I wanted to go through this and break up the privilege. And if the privilege wasn't present, I believe that this young woman could have been saved, in my opinion, because people of our color, we're not shown that same privilege, and so we would have automatically, in a domestic violence situation, been locked up regardless of what we had to say or not. So I'm gonna let you guys judge and give your opinion for yourselves. This is definitely a show that's available on Netflix right now that you guys should go and watch and decipher it. My heart goes out to the parents of Gabby, and the Laundries, which were the parents of Brian, who was the guy, spoiler alert, who was the guy who unalived this young lady. And now they're being looked at in a different light because they may have helped or been accomplices in the situation. But you guys leave the comments on what you think about the Laundries, which is the family of the young man who unalived this young lady, and what you think about it. Again, this is not sponsored by Netflix, but if you guys want to sponsor me, Netflix, I am here for you. Just hit me up in my inbox and I can do plenty of these. But this one really touched me near and dear, and I just thought I should comment on it and give my opinion. So we're going to do a reaction video to the body cam footage where they were stopped in Utah. This young lady was a YouTuber herself, like myself, and she was doing a documentary on the van life that she was doing with her and her fiance at the time, Brian. Laundry is his last name. And we're going to take out the dirty laundry, and we're going to look through this body cam video, and we're going to see what you guys think about it. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Give me a second. Here we are. I got it pulled up. Let's go ahead and see it. This took place, the body cam stop by the cops while they were on their drive in Utah. So,
hi, I'd like to report a domestic dispute. Florida license plate, white van.
What were they doing?
We drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yes, and they drove off. Driver.
So that was the nice patron that basically seen this action being taken place, and he called to the cops, and that's the 911 call that he placed, and this is how they ended up getting stopped during the van life road trip that they were doing. So now we're going to get into how the cops actually stopped them and how this went down.
Is showing some obscure driving, possibly intoxicated. Currently doing
So he's saying that the guy could have possibly been intoxicated. When they finally do cite the van that's been reported, oh, he could possibly be intoxicated because of the way he's driving. He's only driving 45 miles an hour, so on and so forth.
5 miles an hour. Zone through here is 25. Oh. Subject.
Okay, so they were only supposed to be doing 25 and they were doing 45, and the subject had just hit the curb, so we hear that.
Just hit the curb. Place your vehicle into park and go ahead and turn it off for me. Turn off your engine. Go ahead and set your keys on the dashboard. All right.
Now, for people of our color, all of this up to now is very normal. Turn your keys, turn your car off, turn your keys off, all of that stuff. We're gonna start getting to the abnormal. The privilege will start to show itself.
What's your guys' names?
Gabby.
Gabby, Brian. Okay. What's going on? How come you're crying?
I'm sorry.
Now, we usually don't get any of that. That to me is like niceties at its highest level when it comes to an officer stopping someone of our color. Yeah, let's get into it.
We've been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
It was a long day. We were camping yesterday and camping.
As soon as they would have heard we was fighting, get out of the car. Handcuffs. IDs. We looking for warrants. As soon as they would have heard we was fighting. So this is a lot of, look how calm this is.
Supplies and stuff. I'm sorry I hit the bump there.
I was distracting him from...
He said, I'm sorry I hit the bump there because they just hit these cones that were right there. If we would have hit a cone and shown a sign of intoxication, automatically, clink, clink, what's up?
I'm sorry.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle for me, man?
Yeah.
You want to talk?
Do you hear how nice he asked her that? Can I get you to step outside of the vehicle, ma'am? Ooh.
Some days I feel like that OCD, and I was just cleaning and straightening up back of the family for it, and I was apologizing to him and saying, I'm sorry that I...
And I do feel so bad for the young lady that is now unalive. Like, it was very unfortunate that this took place, but we're trying to see where the privilege is at. Let's keep watching.
So mean. Sorry if I'm in a bad mood. I was really stressed. I had so much work I was doing on my computer this morning.
What do you do for a living?
Just quit my job because I travel across the country, and I'm trying to start a blog. I don't have a blog and stuff, so I've been building.
And again, she does have a YouTube channel. She was a YouTuber about the van life. I believe she only posted one video on the channel, but of course the views have went crazy for that.
Websites. I've just been really stressed, and I believe that I could do any of it. And he wouldn't let me in the car before. And then
Why wouldn't you let you in the car? Because you're OCD?
Told me to calm down. Yeah. But I'm perfectly calm. I'm calm all the time.
Why don't we do this? Why don't I sit you down in the back seat of my car? You're not in any trouble, okay? I'm not going to be putting handcuffs on you. You obviously don't have any weapons. I'm going to get you into the air conditioning, let you take a breath, relax a little bit.
They're trying to get my contact from my mom.
Parents of a missing woman from Long Island.
So that's just describing what took place there and trying to find out what was going on with the young lady at that time. And she was just describing everything that she was going through emotionally. I'm going to go to this clip so you can honestly see a little bit more in depth.
3 years after his death, the parents of Brian Laundrie, the Florida man who murdered his girlfriend Gabby Petito, are pariahs in their neighborhood. Stephen Fabian has more on the case. It's now the focus of a new Netflix documentary.
It's the dramatic moment cops confront the parents of Brian Laundrie about the disappearance of his girlfriend, Gabby Petito.
When was the last time you saw Brian and Gabriel? Well, Brian is here. Brian is here? Yeah.
So just to give you some context, he comes back from this van life road trip to his parents' house alone. Right there, red flag. In our case, when I say the privilege, if this was someone of our color, when they are asking the niceties to be let in the home, that wouldn't have even been a choice. We looking for somebody, open the door. You know what I'm saying? These people were allowed to say, no, you can't come in my house. No, he's not talking to nobody. No, we got a lawyer. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, just certain levels of things that we're not allotted with the privilege. Again, I just feel like in that scene, if they would have actually locked them up, they were going back and forth about the choices of what should they do. Should they lock both of them up, which is the normal protocol because it's a domestic violence situation and they should be locked up and separated and go to jail for booking for a night to cool off. In that case, because it didn't start showing, I don't know what happened there, they basically gave them the choice, not even gave them the choice, made the choice where they booked a hotel for Brian, who was the guy who unalived Miss Gabby, and they gave Gabby the keys to the car so she can drive off for the night and sleep in the car because it was a van life, so the van was outfitted to sleep. And that was their choice of separation, versus if it was someone I feel like of our color, we would have automatically been locked up and taken to jail, and that young girl probably could have still been alive. And I just wanted to point that out. But go ahead.
That's all I'm going to say.
The video is from the new hit Netflix documentary, American Murder, Gabby Petito. Gabby and Laundrie went on a cross-country trip in a van. They got as far as Wyoming. Then Laundrie returned to Northport, Florida without Gabby. Gabby's parents raised the alarm after they hadn't heard from her in more than a week. They reached out to police in their hometown in Suffolk County, New York, who asked Florida authorities to investigate. Brian Laundrie's parents are shown stonewalling.
Am I able to talk to your son?
He's not going to talk to me.
If you guys know anything, it would let the parents at ease and go from there.
But we don't know anything.
The search for Gabby became a national obsession in 2021. The Laundrie family found their home under siege by neighbors.
Come out! Come out and cooperate with authorities!
They scattered laundry baskets across their yard, symbolizing dirty laundry. The Laundries picked them up after dark.
So that was, pun intended, their name is Laundry, and they would put dirty laundry on their lawn every night because they were stonewalling for their son. They weren't cooperating with the cops, as you can see in the full Netflix series that I suggest you guys to go watch. They were stonewalling, and they were not giving information about the whereabouts of Gabby, who was on this road trip with their son, and was his fiance. So the neighbors were like, come on, if you really want to help, why would you be stonewalling? Why would you not talk to anybody?
Do you guys feel guilty about Gabby?
Since the documentary began streaming, neighbors are once more shunning them, saying they want them to leave. After Gabby's body was found at a remote campsite, Laundry also disappeared. For 5 weeks, cops searched this 40-square-mile swamp. Then,
so after she disappeared, a couple of weeks or days later, he went and disappeared as well. And his mother wrote a nasty letter that was found by the cops, saying how she would help him hide a body, how she would get a shovel if he needed to bury somebody, and all these other things. And it was just so crazy. You gotta watch this, guys.
parents joined the search and found his body in less than an hour. He had shot himself, perhaps with the same gun he had once given to Gabby to play with.
Fire it twice again. 1, 2.
He left a suicide letter.
Just right there shows the privilege level, just the level of privilege. If we were out shooting guns and for any reason, clink, clink, we outside. I just want y'all to really get into that. I'm so mad that it probably was because the copyright, it blocked out the whole body cam part, but I'm gonna see if I can find it. Hold on one second. Let's watch this.
Admitting he strangled Gabby. I have killed myself by this creek in the hopes that the animals will tear me apart. That might make some of her family happy.
Now, at the series, spoiler alert, they say that he was found, only thing that was found was bones and a letter. Now, if you get into how clever and sneaky his mother was, I would not be surprised if that boy is still alive to this day and they just got a skeleton of bones, because they never said that they did, what is the thing? Like bone matching, DNA matching of the bones. They just said they found some bones and that was his body with a letter or his backpack. Now, you know, if that was somebody like us, they would have had to do DNA matching. They would have had your mother out there doing DNA testing to make sure those bones was you. They didn't even allude to even going that deep into it. Oh, we just found some bones and a letter and it's all over. What?
A lawyer representing Brian Laundrie's parents say the documentary gives a one-sided view of the case. He's asking everyone to let the parents of both Brian and Gabby mourn in peace.
Yeah. Make sure y'all go check out the full Netflix series. Again, to me, it shows privilege at its highest form from the parents who were part of Brian, who was the party who unalived this young lady, were allowed to stand on business and say, we're not going to cooperate, we're not going to help, we're not going to let you in our home, we're not going to let you search anything. And the cops literally, not even saying that you don't have the rights to do that and that people of our color can't do that, but they didn't even allude to trying to go around that, to the point where the investigators that was on Gabby's side back in wherever her parents were located were like, are you not going to try harder to even ask, you know, possibly, you don't find that suspicious that the van is there, but they won't let you do any talking? And he was just like, well, and this is the privilege, I don't really think we have any grounds. What do you really want me to do? He's arguing with another officer now who's even calling him on his BS. Like, bro, you're not even going to try to check to see what's going on? Why that's so suspicious? And he's just like, this is the privilege. We don't really have any reason to. What do you want us to do here? We shouldn't even be here checking on this. We don't want to get involved. And we'll tow the van, but we're not going to open it. We don't even want to go inside and find out what's in the van. We don't even want... Now, mind you, if they would at least towed it and opened it and did an investigation, they would have knew information faster that could possibly save this girl or anything. Not saying that she wasn't already, you know, gone, but just in general, just the lack of, because of the privilege, the level of privilege was just profound in this, to the point where I had to come on and do this video because it was almost disgusting to watch the privilege here in this situation. It just was, oh wow, the privilege was crazy. So I'm gonna see if I can get into this
From Long
now.
Island, need help
I don't know
finding
why it's not showing the content here and whatnot. It's not showing me any of the content of the body cam, but you know, you guys need to go watch this and check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you feel like there was privilege that was given? Was there an engrossed injustice of privilege? Do you see it? I definitely seen it myself. It really just made my skin boil. And also, I believe this young lady's life could have been saved if they had actually made the decision to separate them by locking them both up for the domestic dispute on the road that happened when they did the vehicle stop, which was days before, hours before this took place. But they gave them the grace of the privilege to say, no, we won't lock them up. No, we won't do the normal. No, we won't do what we're usually supposed to do. We're gonna just, you know, he said, well, my wife gets like this too, so we'll just send you to a hotel. What cops, you know, for people like us is giving us a free hotel to separate from not going to jail. And then for her, just letting her just pull off in the car, and we just all good in the hood. Ain't no problems. We didn't see nothing. Everything's fine. Please give me your comments below. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, I'm Jerome Legacy, and all my news and opinions are legit. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves and each other.